I am back in probably over a year since my last cast. Uh, Decided to pick up a game out of the blue. We have, I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm already 7 minutes past their start time, so I don't want to keep them waiting for too much longer. But we have Lurk Patrol, and you are not alone. This is Div B West, week number 2. I'm going to go ahead and make sure both teams are ready. They are running the show. I'm just here to provide some, let's call it, just some soothing sounds for this while they kill each other. So, we're hopefully, I think we're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and let these guys get going, and hopefully everyone here's enjoys the show. Thank you again for joining me, NGS, and these two wonderful teams as they duke it out. All right. So, while we're waiting on the draft start here, so bans in terms of maps, we have Cursed, Alterac, Tomb, and Braxis. Team spoke with Ector, he didn't even know who picked it, but game 1 is on Volskaya. We don't know who picked the map, but I guess we'll find out here in just a moment. Let me move some logos out of the way here. Let's move these over here. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, stream quality is gonna be low. Hopefully the audio is good, hopefully the video is good, but in terms of overlays and all that fun stuff, it's pretty awful. Literally set this up in 7 minutes, so forgive me. But Volskaya, point control map. Let's see, bans nowadays, definitely seeing high priority on tank bans. Going to Storm League at the very least, you see 3, 4, 6, 12. There you go, Joanna. Lots of tanks being banned. So, see if we have a follow-up on the side of You Are Not Alone. See if they're gonna give us a ban here of a tank. Malganis. See, looking at again Heroes Profile. Love that website, by the way. Oh, we have a ban. It's good hero, good overall, great wave clear. With the experience changes, his wave clear can actually be a detriment if you don't have someone that's just beefy enough to step up and grab the experience and walk away with at least a quarter of their health left. But I imagine that we have another tank ban. Alright, let's see if we can get 3. I said 3, let's see if we can get a third one. You are not alone, don't fail me. Don't let me be alone. But I imagine, hopefully the teams are doing some scouting, and we'll see a more specialized ban coming out from You Are Not Alone. Yes! 3 bans! Alright, everybody give me $1 just for that. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so first pick to our Lurk Patrol here. They throw out the Elite Tauren Chieftain ETC. Good, solid, all-around tank. It's one of my favorites. Back in the alpha, I loved playing the cow. I do need to update my stream title. Apparently, my last stream was a practice, so let me get that fixed here. We have a Jaina and Maev coming out from You Are Not Alone. Both really, really powerful DPS heroes. Interesting to see those come out first, but they're out there. Lurk Patrol knows what to expect in terms of damage at this point, but they respond. Anduin, Kalthos, once again, 2 really powerful all-around heroes. Anduin gives you great saves from Maev pulls and pretty much everything that makes a hero that gets caught in the whole storm of crap on the side of You Are Not Alone. They'll be saved on a, I believe, 90 second cooldown. I don't heal. I stay far away from healing if I can. Let me update my stream title real quick. Just Div B West Lurk Patrol versus You Are Not Alone. done, updated. Refresh if you want to see the change. If not, then look at the NGS team practice. That is also a very sexy title. Alright, so bands coming out from Lurk Patrol. We have an Anubarak. We're continuing with the bands. We only ended up with 4 tank bands, so we didn't get up to that magical 12 number. And an Artanis band. Interesting band for the map, seeing as there's no real need to PvE by yourself at the very least. But on the side of You Are Not Alone, we can pick up a Blaze and an Uther, a couple of tanky boys, and a Healy boy that is also a tanky boy. So Maiev into a Blaze follow-up stun is massive. I absolutely love that combo. That into a ring could be, yet again, just insane, and I'm love to see it. Double Mage. That's fantastic. I love it. We played a game like that last season. It was a fun ride. I can't wait to see what comes of it here. But we also have a skeleton boy, Lurk. Hopefully he's going to set up some nice entombs for all of the circles from Kael'thas and Chromie to come out and start blasting away. We have double support on the side of You Are Not Alone, Uther and Stukov. So this is, I imagine, Offlane Blaze with a main tank Uther. Alright, so if I had to pick a side, I'd love the double mage, but I gotta go with the double support, with the Maya, with the Jaina, with the Blaze. There's just so much potential to just blow things into an entirely different, game. They'd be playing in this game, they get hit with all the circles, all the abilities, and suddenly they're in a quick match, on another server. So we'll see how those go. Alright, so get in, we'll announce everyone. Again, I apologize for the lack of research, lack of anything. Picked up this cast about 5 minutes before the game started, so we'll get over here and we'll talk about our teams. Oh good, I still have my center. I was worried, but that's there. Alright, on the side of Lurk Patrol, we have Harnock on the Leoric. We have FPS Nate on the Cow, ETC. We have Ace on Chromie. Ektar on the Anduin. And Gunny on the Kael'thas. On the side of You Are Not Alone, we have Wipeout on the Blaze. Majesty on the Stukov. Yawners on the Jaina. And I just fizzed on the Maiev. Don't believe I announced it. Patience on the Uther. Patient 3. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright. So we have... Let's see if I can remember how to... I can remember how to zoom out. Alright, so we got 5 men. Just as going in. Big hole. Turn my music sound just a little bit. Give me 1 second. I don't miss anyone getting blasted into non-existence. Let me know if that sounds a little bit too loud still. Alright, I just fizzed. Trying to interrupt rotations, at least thinking about it. Didn't do it, just thought about it. FPS Nate's going for a slide, gets stunned, and then everyone just walks away. A little bit of a wave clear advantage to the side of You Are Not Alone. Down here in the off lane, as I predicted correctly, we have a Blaze into a Leoric. This should be a interesting slap fight. I think Leo wins this pretty hard, but I could be wrong. Alright, Chromie's got the time traps. Just protecting their rotations a little bit. Camps perfectly timed by both teams. Well, actually, I think they're both late, but they're both here at the same time at the very least. No invades, doesn't look like anybody's looking to be aggressive, so... No XP advantage, slight XP advantage to Lurk Patrol. Someone in chat could remind me, I don't remember how to open up talents, so if any people that do this for a living, I'd appreciate it. Alright, we have You Are Not Alone, getting a very early camp. I imagine that gets cleared well before the objective comes up. A little bit of an aggressive rotation by FPS Nate, slides on through, gets stunned. I feel like we've seen that before, but I could be wrong. I just fizz goes in and everyone scatters. That's actually good GTFO moment right there. Pole is down. Did have to save the cow from getting absolutely slaughtered there, ending up on the table. And we have Blaze double soaking. What did he pick for talents? We have... I don't think any of those talents matter until 7 anyway. In terms of double soaking. Quick, someone show me how to tell me how to bring up talents. Otherwise I'm gonna have to F2 all day. Alright, so Lurk Patrol grabbed their camp at a good time. Someone from You Are Not Alone will have to go up and clear that. Or that's going to get a decent amount of damage. Our offlaners, Blaze is getting slapped around a little bit down here. He's going to go ahead and come up and join the fight. Now we do have one turret each. Nobody grabbed heal camp. Blaze is a little weak. We got a slide in on the honors. Aegis goes in for a pull. Good stun, but not a whole lot of follow-up. However, the anyone does fall. Is in there just pressing Q on cooldown. And we're going to go ahead and take the time to reset for both teams. A little bit of a tap. But until the anyone comes back up, this is firmly in the grasp of You Are Not Alone. They could actually grab some kills before anyone shows back up. FTSD trying to hop in and stall, but I do think Leo gets on just in time. They do pick up a double kill. They're gonna turn on Leo, and he, I believe, is also down. And so with 4 kills and the Protector, we have a pretty decent lead from You Are Not Alone. Just start pressing buttons and hope. No, that's how I play heroes. I don't want to cast that way. Alright, Protector's running mid. We're going to pick up nothing. We're going to go straight top. So they should secure themselves a well up here, at the very least a couple towers. However, we have Yonner's clearing the wave, getting our Protector to the point where he can start wailing on that well. Just going down pretty quick into those mages. However, they do pick up the well, which is a good win for them. At that point, they're just going to walk away and be up a whole level. Leo and Blaze are going to do the off-lane dance, where they try and get the biggest XP number as possible by the end of the game. Maev is going to go ahead and clear up lanes in the top lane, or minions in the top lane. We have 4 people on camp for Lurk Patrol. That is a pretty big commitment. They are missing Soak in the meantime. A little bit of a skirmish going here. I don't think anybody on the side of You Are Not Alone wants to sit in those circles. Now I will say, even though You Are Not Alone has a pretty substantial advantage at this moment, these mages should scale decently well. Take a look at the talents here real quick. We have Q on Chromie. We do have the Recall talent, Temporal Loop. Sorry, I don't play that hero. I need to learn that talent one of these days. With level 10's first, You Are Not Alone will pick up the heal camp pretty much for free. That's a bunker. We wanted to make damn sure that they got that. So that is a 70-second cooldown. Should be back up before objective though. Just Fizz goes in. Take a look at our ults real quick. We have Bunker Drop, as you just saw, Warden's Cage, Ring of Frost, Divine Shield, and Swipe. So, you see these fat combos, boys and girls. Alright, on the side of Lurk Patrol, we have Temporal, Phoenix, Holy Word Salvation. Leo is holding his. However, we do have a Mosh Pit. Ooh, we had a potential for a fat 4-man Mosh right there. Not that, you know, there's anyone there to follow up for it, but still would have been nice to see. 120-second cooldown for my entertainment. Please, yes, do it. Alright, we have camp picked up on the side of Lurk Patrol. You Are Not Alone is sharking. They smell something going on here, but with that cap, I think they're going to go ahead and say, nah, we're going to leave. Ooh, Jaina gets grabbed by the trap. She gets slid. FPS Nate Ooh, good D-shield. Fizz goes in, grabs the pull, pops Warden's Cage. Jaina goes down. Good protect. There is a 3-man mosh. Are we going to get any follow-up on that? There's the Uther. He goes down. So we have a 2-for-0 on the side of Lurk Patrol. So very good pickup with that time trap. I would give that pickup to Ace. Well timed, good patience with that trap. Once again, offlaners doing the dance. Alright, now the side of You Are Not Alone, they are going to go ahead and pick up, or clear the camp, excuse me. And neither side, we have You Are Not Alone ever so slightly, halfway to 13, however, I don't think they're going to pick it up in time to contest this point. So they will either need to make a decision to take some camps, get some map pressure, and yield the protector. Excuse me, apologies. B-Med, I do not know. I'm gonna do it and hope that everything doesn't die. B-Med, you're my new favorite person. I can bring up talents. That's a giant talents tab though, so I'm gonna let you look at that for a couple seconds and now I'm gonna put it away. Alright, we got 5 people walking at Lurk Patrol. We weren't able to pick anything up though, so no major cooldowns used. All ults are up except for Mosh. That's a lot of people in stasis. Crummy's just wailing away with Dragon's Breath. FPS Nate Sharkin looking around, trying to see who he can pick up for an engage by his team. Now, since You Are Not Alone did pick this up, Lurk Patrol's at 99%. They're going to go ahead. Lurk Patrol will go ahead and start walking in here with some of their abilities. Phoenix has gone out and gone down, so that's not going to be of any use for the team fight. However, we do have a slide through. There's a Mosh and a swipe to put the Mosh away. Nice ring, but a follow-up by Anduin to protect his entire team. Before that, they pick up both a Maiev and a Jaina, and they're going to look to go ahead and pick up even more here. D-Shield out on Blaze. He lives just a bit longer, just enough to walk away and leave the rest of his team to get slaughtered. Nope, coming back in, gonna throw some fire, but Uther will ultimately go down. And Majesty is just a poor Stukov. Will he slap some people before he leaves? He is indeed slapping. Ector, poor Ector. He will need to heal some of those, put some salve on those slaps. But in the meantime, that is, if I counted correctly, a 4-for-0 for Lurk Patrol. Once again, I said that scaling is actually going to be pretty huge. What we got here? We have Icy Veins. Jaina is basically level 20 at this point with ID Veins. She has the most broken talent in the game at that level. Crummy up here gonna blast away at individuals. Now we have Q build with Uther. Main tank Uther goes Q build. That's actually very interesting. Normally you see hammers with the main tank, at least from my experience, but I don't heal it once again, so my experience is irrelevant. KT gets annihilated. Yeah, the Warden's Cage bunker, it just all sorts of things come out. We got Cage, we have bunker, we got no D-Shield. D-Shield will be back up in a moment though. So even though they have the protector, Lurk Patrol was not able to get a whole lot done. They did pick up that well, but it's good. Sets them up for the next objective at the very least, but they did trade 2 people for that. I just goes in, as the protector goes down, grabs a couple people, huge blaze stun in on that, and we have just finished just picking people up. D-Shield onto the Maiev to make sure that they get out of there. And this turns back the other way. We have a huge pendulum of violence going in, and I love every minute of it. I don't know if I talk too much. I talk a lot. I really do. Alright, we have our double mage going here, picking up this camp. You are not alone, sharking around once again. Ooh, time stop. Goes in, let's see, alright, can we pick someone up? Nope, you're gonna go into stasis. However, Leo, in a little bit of trouble, manages to walk away with just a bit of his health left. He's gonna go mop up and go back and lick his wounds. KT in the top lane, picking up some XP. How many stacks of globes is he at? He's at 30, so he's got a decent shield coming. You Are Not Alone is a little split getting objectives, but it doesn't look like Lurk Patrol's really doing anything aggressive. They're just going to go ahead and pick up their camp. If I was them, I would hold the cap, but no. So, theoretically, they should be able to clean up their camp, top lane, the enemy's camp pretty easily, and then try and get some value with their own. Alright, we have ults up for everyone. Both teams level 16. Let's take a look at the level 16 talents here real quick. We have Ignite, Shifting Sands, Lightwell. We have Wraithwalk build from Leo, so that'll help his team tremendously to hope to shut down some of that fuse explosion. Stukov in the top lane gets picked up here. He has no friends around to save him, but also at the same time, Harnock is over here delaying rotations. That was actually a fantastic pickoff. Harnock there just saying, nope, you're not gonna do anything about this. And with that, they're gonna go ahead and pick up a fort. Get some top lane pressure going. First major structure of the game at 14 minutes. Imagine more and more will start falling here as we go. Alright, we have no camps up anytime soon, I think. Oh, 30 seconds on that. He'll camp 40 seconds, but bottom objective, excuse me, bottom objective has popped. We are just going to wait on our teams to decide who's going to step on this. It does look like Lurk Patrol is going to grab it first. Now, with the Kalthos Ignite, he is going to go ahead and be able to poke almost forever. He did take Burn Flesh too, so anybody sitting in those queues, or in those queues, are going to take a ton of damage. There's Leo, there's a ring, ice block, popped all the damage. Leo's stuck. There's a Mosh in there. Swipe to interrupt the Mosh. D-shield on Maev. We have a charge in on the entire team almost by a wipeout, but miraculously, everyone walks away. Now we have Warden's Cage and Holy Salvation still up for... Each team has one ult to their name. We still have Lurk Patrol owning the point. They have one item out, one turret, no items on the side of You Are Not Alone. So this is still decently firmly in the hands of Lurk Patrol. Lurk Patrol, or no, sorry, You Are Not Alone is going to go ahead and invade forward turret. They're going to try go ahead and pick that up and try and invade with it. I just was going out, just poking a little bit. Curious if he was going to go. That would have been a very dangerous situation to find himself in. But with that turret pickup, You Are Not Alone is going to go ahead and try and go in on this. We see a Blaze dive, not hitting anyone. Blaze is taking a ton of damage. He's going down. He's going to unstoppable out of there. Majesty also taking a lot of damage, swiping the team away. We have Warden's Cage and then Ando and Protect. There's a nice ring, hits only 2 people. However, Jaina actually dies for that. EGC trade, Fizz taking a lot of damage, but he's able to walk out. Harnock had to get himself out of there, so this will actually be turned over to You Are Not Alone. I'm absolutely loving the back and forth here. I love the game regardless, but when I see a game that is actually just one team then the other, it actually makes for some of the most entertaining games to play. So thank you both teams for just being absolutely fantastic. In the meantime, we have a 4v4 setting up here. Lurk Patrol looking to step up without their tank, though You Are Not Alone is missing their primary damage dealer. Let's see if Maev can carry this with just by spamming the Q button. So Blaze charged in. He did not get anyone. However, he did have to pop unstop. Meanwhile, Fizz pulled a bomb. Took a lot of damage. Leo is in here. Bunker goes down. Blaze looking to get some value for his team. However, that puts them both set up for the Entomb, followed by a decent amount of damage. G-Shield out on Maev. She's looking to carry this. Anduin Protect. Wipeout is virtually non-existent at this point. He's going to go ahead and charge back in anyway. Meanwhile, Anduin goes down. Harnock is still taking a ton of damage. He's going to run down Blaze. KT is going to go down. Harnock is also low. Everyone's low on the side of Lurk Patrol. He got 3 kills. They tried to engage, but looked like a fantastic engage, but they took quite a bit of damage as they tried to go in. Level 20 is picked up by both teams. I'm pretty sure 20 was picked up on the objective, so nobody had a 20 advantage during that time. I believe that's what Lurk Patrol is trying to do, is actually get in, and take that pre-20 fight. Otherwise, they lost, go down 20 and they lose the objective, so it's going to be a little bit of a rough defense for them. They have a Leo who has some percent damage, can do some damage on the Protector, not a substantial amount. So we're going to see most likely a keep here picked up for You're Not Alone. Let's take a look at our level 20s real quick. We have Burn Notice by Blaze, love that talent. Shadow Orb Vengeance, Reset of Spirit. Ice Blink by Jaina, Redemption. Double Lives on Uther. And You're Not Alone is actually going to go ahead and look to try and, at the very least, get core damage, and they're getting actually quite a bit. Warden's Cage, followed by Phoenix up, Anduin Protect, Zoning Mosh. Meanwhile, I think You're Not Alone actually has this. They're going to die for it. They have D-Shield out on Maev, and Ring goes down looking to defend, but it does not matter. You Are Not Alone going to take game number 1. That was absolutely beautiful, both teams. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and update our score here. Alright, I put my scores on the incorrect side. Let me turn on some music for y'all. Alright, so let me rename. Nope, I don't want to rename it. I want to change the score. There we go. Whoa, I've got everything flipped. That explains why this is confusing. I don't even know how I did that. Hold on, flip horizontal. There we go. That's less confusing. Alright, so now right score and left score makes sense now. Fantastic, okay. So let me update this to have the correct team have 1 point. Oh, this one's flipped too. Hold on. Alright, I got this. And boom. Alright. So, looking at post-game, we see not a substantial difference in deaths. We do see Blaze, despite getting low a few times, he did his job, so quite a bit. Not anywhere near as much as Leo, but with the talents he chose, that's actually not surprising. So that's not that they're bad, but he's not going to keep up with Leo on the dual stoke. So see, I'm getting an invite to the lobby. If anybody has any questions, concerns, comments about this game, this stat screen, this talent screen, or my casting, please put it in chat, and I will probably ignore it, at least right now. All right. Make sure that I have everyone on the right side, because adjusting this will be not fun. Alright, so, as you see, or may not see, yeah, you see it. Lurk Patrol picked map number 2. We are going to Infernal Shrines. And I'm ready. I don't know about you guys. Are you guys ready? I will let them know. Alright, map number 2. Like I said, You Are Not Alone picked up in game number 1. That was, like I said, that was fantastic. Ooh, that's a big number. Hold on, let me move that over here. Like I said, things aren't centered. Quality broadcast here, guys. There we go. I think it's centered. I could be wrong, though. Um, you are not alone. Pulling the win with the third objective. It was actually very decisive, picking up 3 kills and then just running it down with the Protector, blowing through. I think they blew through a fort, a keep, and then 2 core. So that was fantastic shot calling. Whoever made those calls, I love your style of shot calling. I'm very aggressive. I want to run at the core at literally negative 30 seconds. So the the quicker the better. All right, so with the first ban, we have You Are Not Alone banning out the Gul'dan yet again. I will have to ask if there's a reason for that. Gul'dan on this map, however, would be a very good hero for the Shrine. Joanna, once again, looks like we're going to get similar bans, if not the exact same bans. I'm going to vote for tank bans this game, because it's probably the safe vote. I should put a poll. I should come up with a poll and put it in chat and be like, all right, how many tanks are going to decide that they're not playing this game because our teams hate the fatties. It's not right. Fatties need love too. I can say that because I'm a fatty. But anyway, let's see a different ban. Maev was banned, and that was played by You're Not Alone, I believe. Could be wrong. Pretty sure that was You're Not Alone. So respect ban. I respect it. However, that leaves up a Sylvanas. Sylvanas is my favorite hero, other than Vala. Vala's a good hero, but they both shoot arrows. Hey, look, another hero that shoots arrows. Sylvanas, good on the map, good to push with, good overall hero. And then in response to the Sylvanas, we have a Diablo Hanzo, the old Epoch arrow combo. We may see that. Hanzo's good on the for the clear, good poke. Diablo, just an absolute nuisance in those 4 walls on the shrine. And as a response, we have Anubarak and Greymane. Anubarak wrapping the peoples, making sure that they're not moving, doing things, pressing buttons, being overall annoying. Generally weak to poke, so we'll see if we see another Pokeboy other than Hanzo that may make Anubarak's life miserable. But a Greymane as well, with, I imagine, the Curse Bullet is going to make Diablo almost cease to exist. Full time on the ban, and an Uther! I don't know. I don't know if I see an Uther with an Anubarak for the, main tank Uther. But, that's a thing. Uther could also be relevant nonetheless. Alright, so support yet to be picked up. I imagine we see another one. Anduin was a decent hero for Lurk Patrol last game. We're going to go ahead and get that the hell out of here. And we're going to see what we get in a response. I like seeing different heroes. So far, I am seeing 5 completely different heroes from last game. And that makes me a happy raven. Lucio and Thrall. Lucio is a speedy boy. Speeds his entire team to their deaths, or, kills, depending on who's on the Lucio. And then we have Thrall. Please let it be a 4-man Thrall. I want to see some Crash Lightning. I'm a fan of the Crash Lightning, but probably not. As a response, we have Chen Rhaegar. Chen, incredibly annoying to heroes such as Hanzo. Generally decent as a teammate of a resident Chen expert. Chen is not in a fantastic place at the moment, at least according to him. He could be wrong, but or I could be wrong. I could be remembering incorrectly, but I haven't seen much Chen from him recently, and it makes me sad. And then a Rhaegar, all around decent support, or decent healer, excuse me, for pretty much any team. Throwing the lightnings on the front line, big R button to heal your team. Good PvE. Rhaegar, one of my most played heroes, supports at the very least. And then we have one recurring hero from the last game, 9 out of 10 ain't bad. Kael'thas with the circles and the flames and the making of the sad on the other team. Good on the shrine. Generally decent hero when people spread the bombs. So, looking at these teams, Lurk Patrol has a decently scary team. Good for the shrine all around. That offlane matchup's interesting. Chen versus Thrall. I imagine, if I remember right, Chen should win that early, and Thrall should win post 7. I'm not sure. Someone ping B-Train. Is B-Train in my chat? If he was, I imagine he'd be toxic and be saying things, so he's probably not here. Someone ping him in Discord and tell him to get in the stream so he can tell me about this Chen. But on the side of Lurk Patrol, we have Bickle on the Thrall, Ace on the KT, Kael'thas, Ector on the Lucio, Gunny on the Hanzo, and FPS Nate on the Diablo. On the side of You're Not Alone, we have Wipeout on the Chen. We have this train going on down here. Majesty on the Sylvanas, Yonder's on the Greymane, I just fizzed on the Unibrecht, and Patience on the Doggy Boy. They're going for a tower. That is half an experience point due to XP nerfs, and for that, they are going to lose a beetle. However, Ector is also getting low. Nope, not going to quite get a kill. So if you'll notice, that XP, basically losing that kill, I believe actually puts them behind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that puts them behind. I could be wrong. We'll see where the XP goes. Meanwhile, in this top lane, I'm pretty much only going to look at this top lane because I want to know who wins this. So far, I believe I am correct. Chen is winning the early game. I guess if no one's going to do anything, I'll just come down here and look at the people that are doing fun things. Lurk Patrol gets their camp. You're Not Alone gets theirs first. They are going to go ahead and look. Maybe? Nope. Invade? No invade? Nope. Just going to go bot. Get some soak. We're going to get bot camp. Probably a better investment for them. They do, I would believe they have a stronger comp early game for the invade, so I would have gone for it, but I'm also insane, so. Alright, look at talents here. Real quick, we have target practice, Q build by the Hanzo, doubles do Diablo, smooth moves by the Lucio, Mana Addict by KT, and Echo of Elements by Thrall. Makes me sad. No super lightning talents. Eye of the Tiger by Chen, Nubian Armor, Mind of the Nature Queen, the best talent, Viciousness, Electric Charge. Figures by the time I get around to... Oh, that's a bush. That is a bush gank. Diablo is a bit out of position. They go in hard. They're rewarded with taking half of his health. He's going to go back. Fantastic. That is actually a win for them. Just checking out the top lane. Bickle is eating a lot of Panda. Not in a good way either. He is he's getting beat up pretty hard. However, he is 11 stacks of backup, so that's good. Rooted. Get rooted, Panda! Proper Wipeout is firmly owning this lane. Pickle's keeping himself in a decent position. However, we have Lurk Patrol picking up their Bruiser camp pretty early. And then immediately following that, You Are Not Alone takes theirs. So let's see if the lane stays here and clears these. I know Wipeout looks like he should be more than capable to. And then shove the objective. But in the meantime, Yonder's got bombs on him. We have an even fight on the objective so far. A little bit of a lead now going to You Are Not Alone. Diablo comes charging in on the beetle. I just really low. Lucio going to stay there, boop him back. And then KT secures the kill. They are still behind on the point. They need to be pushing their advantage here. Pushing the enemy team off like they're just done. Gives them the opportunity to get a little bit of an advantage. And Pickle comes down to join the fight. FPS Nate says, no, you're not coming in here. Back off. And with that, Lurk Patrol pulls ahead on the objective. Nuvarak's going to come back, but it's not going to be time. They're going to go ahead on the side of You're Not Alone and just pick up some soak while Lurk Patrol gets the first Punisher. It is a frozen Punisher, so they have a John Cena with Sylvanas powers on their side. He's going to go ahead and jump on the Beetle. Lurk Patrol opting to push with 3 instead of 4 at the very least. So they will get minimal value, maybe a tower, but not much of an advantage lead. So that didn't secure them a whole lot. Not much of anything. They got a wall, they got a gate, they got a tower, and that's it. Meanwhile, You're Not Alone has the capability to not miss any soak. In fact, Lurk Patrol is going to miss some soak to secure bot camp. You're Not Alone picking up their siege camp in the lower right. They're going to go ahead and clear that camp. So that is gone off the map. Nobody has to worry about that. I just is walking in balls deep, looking to pick up this camp off of the side of Lurk Patrol. Diablo is in there. I don't think he's walking out. Chen shows up. Yo, sup? That was a smack in there and then walks away. Thrall in the meantime is going to get a little bit of damage. Tiny little bit. That hammer is heavy. Hits hard, but can't swing it hard enough to really do a whole lot. So Chen shows up, picks up some experience, and You're Not Alone is over half its... Oh my goodness, half a level ahead, and they pick up a fort. I'm sorry, I missed your demise. Good fort. Ivrak going deep on the gunny. That is not going to be a dead Anzo. He jumped out of there. Looked like he was going down, but guess not. Excuse me while I zoom this out. I'm going to zoom that back in a little bit. Ektar checking out what's going on. Wipeout coming down. Looks like they were maybe wanting to bush gank here, but nope, they're just sharking around. Both teams have 10s. Go ahead and take a look at our 10s here. Dragon's Arrow, APOC, Sound Barrier, Phoenix. No ult by Thrall yet, but he is running for his life at the moment. The other team is looking for his booty. Storm with Fire, Cocoon, Wailing, Arrow, go for Throat. So let's try the healing. Go for Throat's an interesting decision. See if that pays off. I'd imagine normally you would want to see Bullet to chew that Diablo up. When Diablo goes in, he gets silenced. He does not get the flip. That was a fantastic arrow. You see Earthquake going out. Keeps Yonners in there, but he's trying to get out of here. I think Yonners is pretty much dead. Everyone else disengages. Goodbye, Yonners. So we have a 2-for-1. We have an engagement I thought wasn't going to go too well for them. Diablo goes in, gets arrowed, doesn't get the flip, but they still end up getting 2 kills, so that was very well executed. Meanwhile, we have Storm, Earth, and Fire still up. That's a big cooldown that still exists for them, so that's potential advantage for them if they can show up to this objective once Greyman's alive. They're going to grab a camp. Shen's down bot lane, doing Shen things. Hopefully he shows up and pops the pandas, because the team needs it. We have a pretty decent lead here on the side of Lurk Patrol. They're going to get 20-ish, look to maybe back up while their offlaner is in mid. Rhaegar is giving the other team all the vision. There's I just finished wipe out, popping the pandas. We're going to go ahead and get in on the Lucio. Lucio's rooted, pops the sound barrier. So all of that engage now negated. Phoenix goes out. Not going to do a whole lot to help clear this, but meanwhile, You're Not Alone going back on the objective. I just fizzed, waiting for someone to step up. Vision out, so Lurk Patrol knows exactly what's going on. And it looks like Lurk Patrol is just looking to go ahead and pick up. Ooh, arrow goes right through, hits absolutely no one. APOC gets out, gets a couple of people stunned, but Yonners picks up the kill onto the Thrall. And then Lucio goes down too. I think he may have paid for someone else's sins, not 100% sure. In the meantime, Sylvanas also dies. Going in on the Hanzo. Everybody following up on the kills, gets him. And we have pretty sure this is a secured objective for You Are Not Alone. I just fizzed pressing Q or E. Any of the stuns on cooldown, looking to pick up some kind of kills. But Wipeout's trying. He's up here. He's like, I got 7 guys. Come on, help me out. Meanwhile, Yonners and Majesty are gonna go elsewhere. This is an interesting decision. Yonners might pay for that decision. You're Not Alone picks up the objective, but Yonners probably dies for it. Not sure what the thought process there was. That was potential to get more value, quicker value, because now they don't have the push with the Grey Mane. They only have the Punisher. It's arcane. It's not fantastic. They have the Sylve, but Sylve's pushing mid, so looks like they're opting to push mid in lieu of pushing with the objective. Probably a good idea with the Grey Mane dead. So they will go ahead and pick up a fort and a well. Maybe no, that's about it. Not really much else safe for them to pick up. However, they are a level ahead, so We Are Not Alone, or You Are Not Alone, has the race to 16 firmly in their grasp, so long as they don't give up a couple of team fights here. They are going to go ahead and steal the camp from Lurk Patrol and go bot, pick up some experience, try and go get 16 relatively quickly. Lurk Patrol is lurking for an engagement. They know that 16 is impending and they need to try and force an engagement before that. However, it looks like they're not going to be given the opportunity. You Are Not Alone backs off just enough, and they're going to go down here, clear up, get some experience, and then push. They got 16, so Lurk Patrol doesn't want any of that. They're going to go ahead and they're going to, except for FPS Nate, he's going to rotate in an aggressive manner. Yeah, he thought better of that. That seemed like a dangerous place to be. Now with Thrall top, trying to make up the level and a half deficit, just pulls in just silence onto Kael'thas. The shields from Ekton does not hit Ace, however Ace walks away. Diablo's wrapped, he gets out. Wipeout barely walks away with his life. This is actually a really good defense. They're going Diablo, flip, stun into APOC, Ektar backing off. A lot of damage going out onto Lurk Patrol. FPS Nate, see the Grey Mane ult didn't secure a kill, so no reset. However, they're still taking a ton of damage on the side of Lurk Patrol. They don't have 16s. This was not a good fight for them to try and force. But nonetheless, they don't get punished for it. Everybody's without an ult currently. That will, at the very least, put them, towards 16. They need to not get picked off here, though. These camps are not a good place for them to be. And meanwhile, we have minions all the way on the other side of the map, so they can't even begin to safely soak them. So, You Are Not Alone. Knows 16's coming. Knows objectives coming up soon. They're going to go ahead and come over and get their own camp. Wipeout is out here. I fear for his life, but he is a panda. He's probably fine. Lurk Patrol going to pick up their own Berserk camp. Those should clash in the middle. Might check in on that fight sooner or later, but in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and watch Lurk Patrol head down to objective. See who sets up on this first. Theoretically, You Are Not Alone could decide to say, the hell with this objective, we're going to go get a keep. Or they're going to push gank. Or they're going to get a keep. They're going to get a keep. This early in the game, with as much lead, or this late in the game, as much as lead they have, they can afford to do this. They, in fact, may just push core. There's an arrow, comes out from Hanzo. Big stun, however. Keep is still secure. They're going to go ahead and walk away. We have a silence arrow out. Shields out from Lucio, so there's 3 ults from both teams. Lurk Patrol is still looking to push this objective, or push this engagement. They are trying so hard. They're going to keep going. Diablo does have APOC up. If he can get a max range APOC on someone. Oh, and looks like You Are Not Alone is going to go ahead and get behind their wall. So that is a huge win for them. Opened up a win condition for the late game. Lurk Patrol only got 2 minions during the time because they reacted really well. They backed in time to try and save the key. At the very least, they backed and didn't take core damage. So it's probably as good as they could really expect. But now we have even Talontiers. No real significant ults. We have Pandas, who is Fat Boy, is going to go in and hop on the back line. He's going to go in and get stunned. APOC out. They grab the Rayman. He is isolated and he is gone. Panda's coming in, trying to keep the fight going. However, it is 4v5 at this point. FPS Nate taking a lot of damage, but he is sitting at... I don't know how many souls he has. But there comes the shield. Hanzo goes down. I didn't even see what happened there. I don't know who... Sylvanas secured that. I'd love to see the recap on health on that one. We are 1 for 1. There's a huge advantage by Lurk Patrol at this point, so if they can go in and not get murdered. Silencer out from Sylvanas. FPS Nate taking out still quite a bit of damage. He's trying to keep himself alive. Goes into the entire enemy team and gets blown up. Ace is rather low here as well. just goes in, tries to secure the kill, but he may have set himself up for a quick death. Nope, he's going to keep going. Sylvanas waves in. Nubrak secures the kill on Kel'Thas. Bickle gets cleaned up by the Rhaegar bite. Sylvanas helping with that. Ancestral out on the Nubrak. Nubrak going to go ahead and keep going forward. He does not have mana, but he does have health. So, but with that, they're going to go ahead and back off. Looks like the camp was actually won on the blue side. However, Lurk Patrol is down 20s now, unfortunately. They can't even begin to contest this, down 2 and down 20s. That's an arrow incoming! Stun the panda out of the shields. That's about it. No real major value out of that, but it's worth a shot. Lurk Patrol's trying, but unfortunately they're kind of a lost cause. They went in. Lose a Lucio, Diablo's wrapped, he's gonna die. There's a spray from the Nubrak. Love everything about that. And Diablo is gonna go to sleep. Good night. This Punisher looking impending. It is a Mortar Punisher, so 16, 17 minutes into the game, it does some damage. Chen and a Nubrak ate that Kel'Thas. Good night. And I think with that, Hanzo goes down. We have Pandas on the core. Full health objective. 5 men and or women on the core. That is going to be game 2. You Are Not Alone. 2-0 victory for them tonight. Once again, NGS, B West. I thank both of these teams for allowing me to hop in and pick up this literally last minute cast. This has been an absolute blast for me. I'm going to grab somebody on the side of You Are Not Alone and pull them into a lobby somewhere. Let me go locate myself one. It's going to be the first time I've done an interview in a while, so forgive me if this is not the greatest. Let's see, can I pull anyone? Ooh. Captain 4. Thank you for joining me, everyone. It's been an immense amount of fun. Once again, I've not casted for over a year. Looks like we're gonna pull Majesty in here, and we are going to have sales conversation. Oh, maybe not.
Hey.
Looks like I'm gonna join you because I don't have the ability to move you. I'm gonna just come in here and hope that we don't get interrupted.
Oh.
Fantastic.
I mean, I have the caster tag. I can go down.
Oh, cool. Why don't you move us on?
All right. We'll do lobby 2 because Murray already took one.
Okay.
There you
Hey.
go.
All right, 2-0. Great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Game one, you guys were very back and forth. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. We'll get to game two in here in a minute. Game one, you guys double support, main take Uther. Um,
Main take my head, actually.
main take Maev, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Well, Maev Blaze, that interaction is absolutely fantastic. So I
Yeah.
mean, the I had a question. I don't remember what it was. I think the one real question I had was the Uther build. He went lightning over hammers. Is that standard for you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I think no matter who plays Uther or in what role, we usually just go Q build.
Gotcha. Okay. How'd
The
that get?
harass and kill potential is just better.
Gotcha. Yeah, and the poke. How'd
Yeah,
that
the self sustain.
how'd that game feel for you guys?
Um, a little rough to start off with, but it came together. That's how both our games really were. Was that we just started a little rough and then we had to work it out as we went along.
Yeah, game one, like I said, it was very back and forth. Just trading objectives, trading kills, trading map, trading literally everything. So that game one was very impressive. I know there was a couple of standouts in terms of stats. Um, they had the double mage. Was that a concern at all for you?
We hit Uther, so it wasn't too bad.
Not really. Just
Armor plus burst healing. He kind of matches. He goes cooldown for cooldown with them usually.
gotcha. Yep. Double support. When you're cooldown dependent, you have two supports. It's kind of like, all right, well, we'll trade cooldowns with you. It doesn't matter what you do. Game two. It looked like early on that Lurk Patrol was going to have a decent advantage going in, and then you guys just kind of kept rolling, and like you guys picked up momentum, and you kind of just tilted it more and more in your favor as the game went on. What brought you to the point of, all right, this is our game?
Um, One thing is you just never give up. You just don't back down. You always have to say that you're gonna win in the end. Have that confidence so you can make your play still. And it was when we started not showing up early for objectives, but instead of using the Sylph push, and we started taking just buildings. That's really what kind of set us apart. Was when we started to set that pace of the match by using Sylvanas to set it because we could just go wherever we wanted and push real quick.
Yeah, and that keep call bot on that objective mid, that was a fantastic call. Were you guys looking to potentially push core there?
No, just keep him
Just
back.
okay. And then they they picked up two minions during that time, so they I think they played it right, but they were so far behind at that point that you guys just kind of had total control over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to thank you guys. I saw Hector post. I'm like, I want to cast this, so I'm gonna ask, and I appreciate both of you guys for letting me pick this up. Is there anything you want to say to anyone, to your team?
Well, GG team, GG Lurk Patrol. It was real fun. It was fun to go back and forth. Um, Shout out to Lily, and then just a reminder everyone out there, you're not alone. If you need help, always feel free to reach out. You can always find the suicide prevention hotline and stuff.
All right, that's a fantastic. I wondered if that had a meaning. That's a really good message for a team name. So I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Well, once again, thank you for having me along. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Good luck. I know you're in our division, so I'm looking forward to
yeah,
to seeing you guys here coming up
yeah.
soon.
You're one of our floater games.
Good. So we'll try and push that off as late as possible then.
Yeah,
All right. Well, again,
whenever you guys are ready.
good games. You have a
All
great
right,
evening. All right.
you too. See ya.
Yep. All right. Well, everyone, thank you once again for joining me. I think hopefully this was an entertaining time for you. Once again, back casting for the first time in over a year. I have the freedom to do it. School's up. We're not playing super competitively in terms of, or well, we're not spending a lot of time practicing as we did in previous seasons. So I'm probably going to have some more time to cast. Hopefully, I am as entertaining as I can possibly think that I am. If not, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see improved in future casts. Anything, obviously, I will work on my UI. It's pretty basic tonight, but it will be improved by the next time I pick up a cast. But once again, thank you very much for joining me. NGS Div B West Lurk Patrol versus You Are Not Alone. Fantastic games, both teams. I am going to call it a night. Everyone have a great evening, and thank you again for joining me.